Well, you happy? They've done it. Scammers can now actually hack your thoughts. When you even think about a scammer, your brain opens up a neural pathway that advanced AI algorithms can hack into using the electromagnetic frequencies that your brain naturally produces and use that to gain access to your very own thoughts. Once they have access to your brain, they can get your passwords, embarrassing memories, where you hide your everything.
This is a fact, and you should stop watching now and go tell all your friends.
Okay, no, they can't hack your brain yet. I'm sure that's coming in the future. But today, we're going to talk about all the crazy misconceptions I've seen in a lot of comments across all my videos. We're going to set the record straight on what scammers can and can't do. It's just as important to know both, so let's get into it. Okay, at this point, I have a small but entirely respectable library of videos on my YouTube channel, and they're all talking about different ways that scammers can scam you. And the fake example that I gave in the beginning of the video is only a small stretch of what I've seen on the actual comments. Some people think that these scammers actually have crazy futuristic CIA, NSA technology, and they don't. I'm okay with you being a little paranoid about scams. I think everyone should, but let's just keep it within the realm of what's physically and technically possible today. So I got a bunch of items to go through here, so let's get started.
I don't open any emails from people I don't know. I've heard you could get scammed by just opening one, and I'm not taking any chances with that.
Opening an email will not get you hacked or scammed, okay? Let me say that again. Opening an email will not get you hacked or scammed. It's when you download a virus from that email or some sort of malware, that's when you get in trouble. Or you visit a link which downloads some sort of malware to your computer. Just opening an email will not get you hacked or scammed. You have to download something that gives them access to your computer. Most email servers now will even block downloads on junk or spam folders. You actually have to go through and it'll give you a warning. It'll say, are you sure you want to download this? So it's really hard to do this. So if you think it's suspicious, don't download it, but just viewing an email cannot get you in trouble or hacked or scammed. And since I'm on that topic, the same logic applies to text messages. If you just open a text message, you're not going to get hacked or scammed. It's when you download something to your phone. Just receiving something can't get you in trouble.
I'm very careful about which websites I visit. I've heard just clicking on the wrong site can get you scammed or hacked, so I stick to the ones I know are safe.
Is it technically possible to get hacked from just visiting a website? Technically, yes, it is possible. But it's really, really unlikely, especially if you're not just going to a bunch of sketchy sites. If you're just an average user using the web on known websites and aren't doing anything sketchy, this is so unlikely. That's an important distinction to make in this video. Some of these, yes, are technically possible, but it's so unlikely. I'm trying to give real-world examples for the average person just browsing the internet. Maybe they stumble on a website they're not 100% familiar with. You don't need to burn your computer and get rid of all your devices or format all your hard drives. No. The odds of this happening to the average user are extremely, extremely low if you're just browsing regular websites. It would be a waste of the hacker's time to do that. It's far easier and better for them just to get you to download some malware so they have real control. Again, I'm talking about the average user here. You don't need to freak out if you've been to a website you've never been to before. Though it is important to keep your browser updated, so when you see that update on Google Chrome, just do it. It takes 2 seconds. I know it's annoying.
You can get hacked just by picking up the phone, so it's best to avoid unknown numbers altogether.
They can't steal information from you just by calling your number or just by leaving you a voicemail or just by having you answer the phone. They can't hack you just from opening that portal. People think it opens up a portal into the fourth dimension. They can just access all your information. It's not true. However, answering the phone can give them some information, like whether it's an active number or not. Okay, go check out my video. Where is it? Can I put it there? I gotta remember what side it's on. I can't remember, but go check out my other video where we take one small piece of information, such as an active phone number, and find out a bunch more information. So they can potentially use that to find out more info, but you just won't get hacked or scammed by answering a phone call or by them leaving a voice message. And on that note, people think that saying yes to a scammer, they can record that and bypass your bank's voice verification system. That's really not how it works. It's a lot more sophisticated than that. Any bank uses more sophisticated voice verification software. It relies on phrasing, intonation, a lot more than just simply saying yes. However, they could record the yes and use that to pull off a simpler scam if they already have some of your other pieces of information and they're trying to steal your identity. They could authorize a transaction that is unauthorized by using your voice recording. So it's not innately going to get you hacked by just saying yes to a scammer on the phone, but it's probably still a good idea to not give any affirmative answers to somebody you don't know on the phone. Yes, no, I do. Stick to maybe that'll help. I don't know.
My cousin got hacked from connecting to her friend's Wi-Fi. Now I keep it turned off on all my devices.
Again, is it technically possible to hack somebody just by connecting to Wi-Fi? Yes, it's technically possible, but the real danger lies is when you connect to an unsecured network and you're transmitting unencrypted data over that network. It's very, very unlikely that you're going to get hacked just by connecting to the Wi-Fi signal. You have to transmit unencrypted data. So if you log into your bank or you log into your social media, that could be intercepted if it's unencrypted. Or even if there's weak encryption, it's still technically possible. But again, just connecting to Wi-Fi is rarely the issue here. It's what you do on the unencrypted network that can get you in trouble. Since you're here, check out my other video on Wi-Fi. Is it on this side or this side? Maybe it's on this side? This side? I don't know. Still use caution connecting to Wi-Fi though. I don't want this video to have the opposite effect and people think, oh, I'm good now, and then they're, not walking on eggshells enough. I want you to still be walking on eggshells, just the appropriate amount. Okay, there's a lot more. I want to get through a lot of them, so I'm going to introduce the lightning round. We're going to hammer through a bunch of these. I'm not going to give a super big description. We're just going to go through them all. All of these that I'm about to mention have been mentioned multiple times in my comments. It's not just one or two, so I picked from the majority. The ones that I already went over were obviously the big ones, but these are also seen a lot across my comments. So let's go lightning round now. Steal passwords from your browser automatically just by visiting the website. Again, so unlikely. Technically possible, yes. But if you're not going and doing anything sketchy, you really don't need to worry. Usually you have to have malware installed or there's some other phishing technique going on to get your passwords. Most hackers are not the NSA. Hack your social media account with just your username. They can't do that either. Username is just one piece of the puzzle. They need your password. They can get this from traditional scams, having you install malware, phishing sites, like a fake Facebook site that you put your login credentials to, but it's not actually Facebook. Now they have your login. They still need your password to log into your social media accounts. Access your devices remotely without consent. People think that they're just sitting there in their living room and they're going to get hacked. But if you're buying your devices from reputable places and you're keeping them up to date, no one's just going to hack into you just from sitting there. I've literally had people say, I'm just sitting in my living room and my device got hacked for no reason. No, you have to have some sort of malware installed or some crazy big vulnerability. So just keep your devices up to date and use the internet safely. Hack you through an image alone. I've seen this one a lot. You'll get sent an image on WhatsApp and people think, oh, now it's on my phone, I'm going to get hacked. No, images are fine to view as long as it's a real image. There are malicious websites that'll make you think you're downloading an image, but it's actually like a .exe file or a DMG file if you're on Mac, and that will install some sort of other malware, and that can get you hacked. But just image files alone and just viewing an image that you get through a text or an email will not get you hacked. Scammers can steal your identity just by knowing your name. No, you're more than your name. They need your address, they need your phone number, they need your SIN number, they need your credit card number, they need your date of birth, they need all that information to steal your identity. Everyone has your name. How are you going to introduce yourself? This one's fun. All spam calls are blocked by call blocking apps. Some people in the comments are wearing this as like it's a bulletproof vest. It's like, I use a spam call blocking app and I never get anything. Well, they can bypass that. They can change the number. They can mimic legitimate numbers. It might be great. It might help you, but it's not 100%. So just still be careful. Don't assume every call you're getting now just because you use a spam filter is going to be legitimate. Still be on edge a little bit. Same thing with this one. Two-factor authentication makes you 100% safe. People wear this like it's a bulletproof vest and they're Superman. Just because you have 2FA on doesn't mean you can't get hacked still. 2FA is great. I love 2FA. It adds a nice thick layer of security, but it's not 100%. There's been many instances where people have 2FA enabled and they've still gotten hacked. Spammers can empty your bank account just by having your debit or credit card number. Now, I'm not saying it's great that a scammer has your debit or credit card number, but they need more than that to make a transaction and to take your money out. They'll need the expiration date, the CVV code, your full name, usually your address now for a lot of online things. And most credit card companies have fraud detection built in. So they'll have you either do like a 2FA thing where you got to enter the code and text them before the transaction will go through. Just having the number isn't enough to get hacked or scammed. I'm not saying it's great. And if you do have it leaked out, it might be worth getting a new one, but it's not going to automatically mean that you're going to get hacked. Oh, I've seen this one a lot. Keeping Bluetooth on is dangerous. Bluetooth hacks are possible, but you have to be within the vicinity of Bluetooth, which isn't very far, so you don't need to worry about it all the time. And you have to have some malware on your device that gives them access. They can't just connect to you with Bluetooth and then have access to all your phone. That's not how it works. So just turn on Bluetooth, connect your AirPods, you're going to be fine. Just don't connect to any unknown sketchy devices. 100% of pop-ups are dangerous. No, that's wrong. Actually, there's many legit sites that use pop-ups for all kinds of things. It is important, though, to recognize and avoid suspicious pop-ups, and really, if you're just staying off sketchy websites, you're not going to see a lot of sketchy pop-ups. Your antivirus software will always protect you from scams. No. It won't even protect you from all viruses. Viruses are new every day. There's new viruses coming out, and usually they're pretty good at keeping up with it, but no, it will not protect you from all scams. It really protects you from viruses, which are different than scams. If you have an antivirus, that's great, and you are more secure overall, but it doesn't mean you're never going to get scammed. Still use good, safe online browsing techniques and practices. Oh, I see this one all the time from older people that like sticking it to me. They're like, oh, I don't use the internet, so I can't get scammed, and they wrote that on my YouTube video that's on the internet, so okay, whatever. But no, scams have existed long before the internet. Scamming isn't a new thing with the internet. No, you can still get scammed without the internet. There's phone calls, there's mail fraud. Go to Europe and look like me, you're gonna get scammed. People will show up at your house and scam you. There's all kinds of scams that don't involve the internet, so I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Hacking your device just by knowing your IP address. Okay, another one. Technically possible, but extremely unlikely. I've had people reach out to me saying they got emails from scammers saying, hey, I know your IP address, I'm gonna hack all your stuff. And there usually has to be some sort of security vulnerability for this to happen. It's just very, very unlikely. Technically possible, yes, but you don't need to go around worrying about this. All these, I'm talking about the average user. Basically, my audience, I consider them to be average users just like me. We don't need to worry as long as we're not doing anything creepy or sketchy or weird or illegal. Okay, done. Hopefully this clears up a few things. Again, I want people walking on the appropriate amount of eggshells. I feel like there's a lot of people that are like paranoid about everything, and that's no way to live. And I think it's just as valuable to know what they can't do. So if you're on the phone with the scammer trying to be scammed, or even in person, knowing what capabilities they have and don't have is gonna help you out. If they're lying to you and saying that they have power that they don't, you'll be able to recognize it and say, no, screw you, and hang up the phone. So I'm sure I'll do a couple more of these videos based on the type of comments I'm getting, and I think it's good. It's good content. Keep them coming. Let me know your misconceptions. Let me know if you learn anything new. And there's one final thing I know everyone is thinking about. I know, and I will answer your question. You can buy merch at fraudsquad.shop. Okay, we got sweaters, we got t-shirts, we got new logo stuff, we got old logo stuff. Some stuff's on sale. Help support the channel. I'm the channel. Help support me. I also started a Patreon because that's what you do on YouTube. I'm not gonna leave opportunities on the table. I have a Patreon if that's how you want to support the channel. And if not, that's cool. Just subscribe maybe if you want to. You don't have to, but you should like the video. I think that's like my bare minimum. If you liked it, like it. And actually, disliking the video is still engagement, so checkmate. Whether you like it or dislike it, I think it's still the same for the algorithm. No, but really, I really appreciate all my viewers, all my subscribers. It's been amazing seeing the feedback, growing this community, and I hope we can all stay vigilant together and spread the word and stop people from getting scammed. I hate seeing these figures come out every single day, every single month about, oh, scammers are stealing billions, millions. Like, screw that. I want that money. Let's keep it for us, the legit good people. So thank you very much for watching. This has been another episode of Fraud Squad. You guys have a great week. Hello?
This call is regarding the Visa security today. Early this morning, we have received 2 charges from your card, one of $480 in Amazon store and one big charge, $1,100 on Western Union money transfer. If the charges was not made by you, press 1 to speak with the Visa representative.
Thank you for calling Visa Security Depot. This is China. How may I help you today?
Yes, it said there was a charge on my Visa that I did not authorize.
Okay. As I could see in our database, you received 2 unauthorized transactions. So could you please confirm me? Is the transaction are made by you or someone else?
No, honey, that was made by somebody else. I did not have anything to do with this transaction. I'm sorry. Would you be willing, and I'd pay you for this, would you be willing to do an interview on phone scams? I run a YouTube channel called Fraud Squad, and I've been trying desperately to get a hold of a scammer to interview. I won't release your identity or anything, but...
Sir, listen to me, sir. Sir, listen to me. I'm a scammer. I would rather ask your personal information for you.
No, I'll pay you money. I just want to know, like, what the life of a scammer is like. I'd love to do, like, an episode, like, an expose on, like, scamming people. Because I do, like, anti-fraud stuff.
God.
So, I tried. Okay.